I want to thank this guy very much. What do you think about Chuck, huh? Yeah. He's a nice guy. You know, me and him went to different schools together. Jimmy called me up. He said, Mike, you got to come over here, man. I burnt my face off. I said, what do you mean you burnt my face off? He said, get over here and take me to the hospital. I go over there, and he's got I look on his face, he's got a big arm print from an arm on this side of his face and this side. Both sides of his face is burnt off. And I said, Jimmy, how'd you burn both sides of your face off? He said, well, you ain't going to believe this, but I was ironing some clothes and the phone rang. So I set the iron down by the phone and picked the phone up. Well, when I set the phone back down, I went and got me a drink, and the phone rang again. I picked the iron up and burnt the whole side of my face off. I said, well, I can understand that, but how'd you burn both sides? He goes, well, they called back. You know what I'm saying? All right. And, like, I could never relate with my family, so I had to write to Dear Abby for all my answers because my dad was, you know, he wasn't right. And I was married before this woman to another woman, and she says we're happily married, so we've been together 10 years. But before her, I had this real knockout woman. And her mama was a knockout, right? I mean, she was just, oh, pow, you know what I'm saying? And the week before my wedding, her mother says, now Mike, I know you're marrying my daughter next week, so this is going to be your last opportunity to sleep with somebody other than my daughter. I'm offering you me. Now I'm going to walk in this bedroom, and you can come in the bedroom or you can go out the front door. The decision's all yours. Your wife will never know. And I said, all right. I thought about it for a minute. She went in the bedroom, and I went outside. I got right to my car door, and her dad jumps up and says, son, oh, you made the right decision. And my question to Dear Abby was, should I have told him I was going to my glove box to get condoms? You know what I mean? You go ahead and laugh. Come on, that's funny. Huh? They thought I was doing the right thing. I ain't trying to get there. I wrote about that ex-wife I've been talking about. Check. It's going to take me a minute to set it up. Chuck, you got me. All right, here's what I wrote about my ex-wife. Now, this song really means a lot to me, so I really appreciate it if you guys would just listen to the words and let them soak in, okay? You broke my heart, that's why I broke your jaw. Thank you very much. You know the two scariest words that you could say to somebody that's been drunk all night? Especially if you said, big old girl, remember me? Remember me? You was all over me last night. Buck teeth and all, they look good on the Jack Daniels, don't they? I used to be a crane operator before I became a thief and got sent to prison, but I guess you can't steal them cranes, you just drive too slow. Anyway, I used to take my son, Mark, to work with me on Saturdays and let him get, the cranes were all automatic, and I'd let him drive it while he's sitting on my lap, and when you put it in reverse, he'd go beep, beep, beep. Well, he got used to that. We was in the grocery store, and I don't know the politically correct way to say this, but they was this big old fat bitch in front of us. I don't know what you say. Politically, to say that she's obese was not the word I was looking at. But anyway, she had a cell phone on, and it had that same beep, beep, beep. My son grabbed me and said, watch out, Dad, she's backing up. my same son named Mark, when we moved into Plymouth, he had to walk by the cemetery every day. He'd come home scared to death. He's a dad. Every time I walk by that cemetery, I hear, Mark, Mark. I'm thinking, you know, the kids are making this up. So 2 or 3 days in a row, he comes home and he's really crying. He's really upset. He's scared. So I go walking by the cemetery, and I hear it. I hear, Mark, Mark. I said, what? He ain't making this up. I look behind the gate, and there's a hairless dog going, Mark, Mark. That's funny there, ain't it? They go for the hairless show up in New York. And I was sitting out there at Central Park, and here comes this old nun and this young nun. And it says don't cut through the park. There's signs all over. You're not allowed even in this park. But well, what are we feared of? We're children of God. They cut through the park, and as soon as they got in there, they got raped. And the young nun's hysterical, and the old nun saying, oh, calm down. It's all good. We'll be fine. She's brushing it off. She goes, well, what are we going to tell Mother Superior? Well, we're going to tell her the truth. We got through the park and got raped twice. You raped twice. She goes, we're coming back this way. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, I went to the liquor store to buy Pepsi, and there was these two young nuns that was trying to purchase a bottle of Jack Daniels, and the store owner says, ma'am, you know, you got your habit on. I can't sell you no Jack Daniels. She said, oh, that's fine. It's for Mother Superior's constipation. So he sold it to him. He's closing the store at night, and he sees these two nuns on the park bench, and they're drunker than skunk. Both of them just drunker now. He walked out, his sisters, I'm appalled at you. You lied to me. You told me that's for Mother Superior's constipation. That nun said, but it is for her constipation, because when she sees us like this, she's going to shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I say that? My bad. I had a turn signal was coming up here to go out on my van, because I hit a deer twice. It wouldn't die. But anyway, so I stopped, put a bulb in it, and I put a bulb in it, so I tell my wife, I said, honey, get out and see if my turn signal's working. So she's standing in front of the van. She goes, yes, it is. No, it ain't. Yes, it is. No, it ain't. Stop me anytime. Yes, it is. No, it ain't. Okay. Does anybody here like going to the dentist, or is it just me? I cannot stand the dentist, and I got false teeth now because of them. But I went to my dentist because he says he caters to cowards. And I said, well, you know, you can't be sticking no needle in my gums and numbing it with that needle, because I ain't going for that. I just hate needles. He said, no, we don't use needles. And I said, you can't use that Novocaine to numb it either. I said, I'm allergic to that. He said, we don't use that. I said, what do you use? He said, Viagra. I said, well, Viagra get rid of the pain? He said, no, but to give you something to play with till I'm done. Thanks. I remember the first time that I tried the Viagra, it got stuck in my throat, and I had a stiff neck for 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? my nephew called me yesterday, and he said, Uncle Mike, I want you to know I had sex with my teacher yesterday. Normally that'd be pretty good, but he's homeschooled. You know? To Tiffin, and in Tiffin they got an insane asylum. And front wheel fell off the van. And I'm sitting there, I'm late for a show, and this guy comes over by the fence that's in this nut house, and he goes, hey, dude, take the lug nut off the other 3 wheels, and 3 will hold you till you get into town, you buy some more lug nuts. I said, man, that's pretty slick. You shouldn't be in there. He said, I'm in here for being nuts, not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going to play him another song. Here's another one I wrote. Oh, this is pretty good. I think this
what do you think about the presidential politician?
I don't talk about politics and religion because, quite frankly, I get them both mixed up. I want you guys to know there's not a dirty word in this song, and if you think they are, you're dirty-minded. I come from the Navy, a sailor boy I said. Ain't got no one to keep me, but I don't give a ship's go sailing across the sea, far away from shore. I don't wear skirts and girdles, so you can't call me no horse and bridle saddle. That's what I've got to sell. If you don't want to buy them, you can go to Helen is my girlfriend's name, drives new Ford truck. She's not the best of drivers, you ought to see her fumble, 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 keep fumbling with my heart. Every time I need anything, always have to. $40 is all I have. Here's 3 more I'll pass. If I don't win this game of dice, you can kiss my ass. My girlfriend, her name, right down on this list. Every time I drink 3-2, I always have to cook. Did you see my wife? I'd like to have you meet her. She never married me for love. All she wants is Peter. Murphy had a dog, very fine dog was he. He loaned it to his girlfriend just to keep her company. Now all around that house at night, that dirty old dog would hunt. He stuck his nose up the lady's clothes and tried to smell her. Cut that out, you dirty old dog, you make my pressure rise. Never been a man in the whole wide world who's favorite waiter, but I thank you for the glass of beer, drank the damn thing down. And you better get it up, old man, cause it's time for another round. Alright, that's it for the clean part. I want to thank you. How about a little, give me some claps.